But first things first, let's take a look at the US markets, and Wall Street is largely coming off a losing session. What you did have is the all-important Nvidia results, and investors were really bracing for the majors reports, and what you really saw was that Nvidia just disappointed investors a little bit, and that also sort of triggered the kind of move that we saw largely coming in for Wall Street as well. When you take a look at the NASDAQ futures, you're looking at losses coming in there as well. All three indices were in the red, and that's the kind of move that you saw coming in, pressured by a decline in Nvidia after investors just sort of took stock of that all-important report that we had coming in for Nvidia as well. So that is the kind of handover that you saw for Wall Street as well. When you take a look at the European markets, you're not looking at a good handover coming in there as well, because when you take a look at the European markets as well, you're looking at just a little bit of a mixed handover coming in there as well. So let's see how that really pans out for us. But largely, when you take a look at what really happened, that just sort of indicates the importance of Nvidia. And shares did also drop about 7% in extended trading. When you take a look at Nvidia as well, not much of a good move coming in there as well. There were other buzzers, of course, but then you did have the 30 stock Dow sliding about 0.4%, NASDAQ dropping about 1%, and S&P 500 falling about 0.6%. So that is the kind of move that you saw coming in today as well. Let's also take a look at crude oil, and when you take a look at crude oil, you're looking at a pullback coming in of more than 1%, a fall below $75 in the second day of losses coming in for oil there as well. Let's also take a look at price movements then. When you take a look at WTI, around $74 per barrel levels is where WTI was at. Brent also at $78 thereabout. 1.5%, 1% downtake rather coming in for Brent as well. So that's the kind of move that we saw. Slight pullback when it comes to oil. Let's also take a quick look at gold. Not much happening there, but gold did also fall on a firmer dollar. So that's the kind of roundup that we have for oil as well as gold.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.